This is a 2 hour long podcast by David Perel with Sanpuri on how to master storytelling. Now, I'm gonna do something with this 2 hour long podcast that will blow your mind. First, I'll copy the link from here and I'll go to my terminal and add a command with the YouTube link fabric pattern, and I will extract the main ideas from this 2 hour long podcast. And I will not do any sort of cuts here. I will show you the exact time that it takes to process this 2 hour long podcast. You can skip this part if you want to see where the result comes. Now, here we have the result. Maybe it took less than 20 seconds, and the AI tool has processed the 2 hour long podcast and gave us the major points or major ideas shared in the podcast. And this is all possible with such a short response time. We have the major ideas over here, major insights, major habits, facts, references, and one sentence takeaway from this podcast. The key to effective storytelling and writing is to deliver a consistent feeling or emotion to your readers and to use tools such as humor, surprise, or juxtaposition to create interest and engagement. This is the one sentence takeaway from that whole podcast. Now, I will give you another example also. I'll just add the same link over here, YouTube, and I will ask the AI to rate this podcast and tell me if I should consume the original content or not. Fabric, pattern, and rate content. I'll run the command, and again it will take some time. I'll just skip this part over here. Okay, great. We have got the response over here, and the content score is 92, which is good score, and its rating is A tier, which means the AI is recommending us to consume the original content instead of just reading this summary. And this is just one of the many use cases of the Fabric tool that we are going to be discussing today. In this video, we'll talk about what Fabric is, how you can install it, and how you can start using it to leverage AI in your daily life. Fabric is an open source framework for augmenting humans using AI. That's what they write in the GitHub README. And when I first went through the GitHub README, I was confused what this tool was trying to do. I had no idea how this tool would be useful. It wasn't clear what this tool was trying to do. Augment humans, open source AI, patterns, all of this in terminal. Despite all the confusion, I marched ahead, I installed the tool and started using it. 10 minutes into the tool and I was blown away by its capabilities. To be honest, Fabric is not doing anything new. It's not reinventing the wheel. It works on the top of existing LLM models, but the ease of integration is just out of this world. In this video, we'll talk everything about Fabric. What is Fabric? How do you set it up? And how you can leverage this tool in your daily life. We all know about generative AI, Cloud, OpenAI, Llama are popular text generation models. While they are insanely powerful, integrating them in our daily lives can be cumbersome. Fabric is a tool created to solve this problem. It simplifies interaction with LLMs and enables the user to apply AI to everyday challenges. At the heart of Fabric are patterns, and they are essentially a rebranding of prompts. You can see these are all the patterns that are available currently, and list of patterns will increase over time because of the crowdsourced nature of these patterns. These patterns are clear and concise prompts, and they provide explicit instructions to make it easy to guide the AI to perform the tasks we want it to do and in a particular order. Let me show you an example of a pattern. Let's go with this pattern called explain terms. And here is the markdown file with the prompt. This is a clear and concise prompt and it is called as pattern in the Fabric tool. So you can see the prompt is defined clearly. You are the world's best explainer of the terms required to understand a particular piece of content. You take input and produce glossary of terms for all the important terms mentioned, including a 2-sentence definition and explanation of that term. And it provides a step-by-step guide for the AI to provide the result. Since Fabric builds upon existing large language models, you might wonder what benefits it offers. Why even switch to Fabric if we already have other tools like ChatGPT and Cloud? Fabric was built by Daniel Misler, who is a hacker, and he built this tool to bridge the gap between AI's potential and its practical application. Some of the major benefits of using Fabric are it simplifies the AI interaction. Although Fabric is accessed through terminal, using it is easy. By the end of this video, you will master it. It provides a simple, user-friendly way to apply AI to a wide range of tasks. Number two, it has pre-designed prompts. Fabric offers a collection of carefully designed prompts, which it calls as patterns, that guides the AI to produce the best possible result. And you can even customize these prompts. You can create your own custom patterns and add it to the list, and you will be able to use that custom prompt with Fabric. Number three is reusability. Fabric is designed with reusability in mind. You can reuse these prompts without having to copy paste them, so this is a great time saver. The next benefit is stitching prompts together. Fabric allows you to chain multiple prompts together. This is helpful for enabling complex workflows using AI. For example, you can just extract main ideas from a particular content and then use another prompt called as write essay in the same command, and it will directly provide you the essay. It will first extract the main ideas, and based on those main ideas, it will write an essay. The next benefit of using Fabric is that it supports multiple models. It provides support for popular LLM providers, including OpenAI, Anthropic, Grok, and even open source models through Olama. Fabric is an excellent way to save time, improve efficiency, and enhance your daily life with AI. While it may seem intimidating due to the terminal-based interface of Fabric, but trust me, it is way easier than you think. Now let us talk about the installation process and how you can run Fabric on your own device, on your own PC. Fabric recently migrated from the Python version to the Go version, so you will need to make sure that Go is installed in your device first. To check if Go is installed or not, you can just go to the terminal and write Go version, and if it says command not found, then it means that Go is not installed in your system. I'm on a Mac, so I will be showing you instructions for Mac. The installation and setup process will be more or less the same, but there might be some changes in some parts, so you need to adjust that accordingly. You can see Go is not installed on our system, so we'll need to proceed with the installation of Go first. On Mac, you can use Homebrew in order to install these packages more easily. So first we'll need to install Homebrew. To install Homebrew, you will need to go to Google and search for Homebrew, and you will have this website brew.sh, the missing package manager for macOS, and you will have this command to install the Homebrew. Copy this command, go to terminal and paste it over here. Press enter and it will install the process for installing Homebrew. Give it the passcode for your device, and it is asking me to press return or enter to continue or any other key to abort. So I'll just click on return, and now it will start in the installation process for Homebrew. Now it's downloading and installing Homebrew. Let us wait some time. Okay, once Homebrew is installed, you will see this installation successful on the terminal, and you will need to follow some of these steps over here that are laid out. Just add this. It says run this command in your terminal to add Homebrew to your path. So I'll just copy this, add it over here, and now check if Homebrew is correctly installed or not by using the command brew help, and if it is installed correctly, it will show all of these options. Great, now we have successfully installed Homebrew. Now we'll need to install Go using Homebrew. You can just use the command brew install Go, and it will start installing Go. Great. Once the installation for Go finishes, you can run the command go version, and it will show you the version that you are running currently if Go is installed correctly. So we are running the Go version 1.23.0. Perfect. Now we have finished the prerequisite that is required for installing Fabric. To install Fabric, make sure Go is installed. We have installed Go in our device. Now we'll need to install Fabric using this command. Copy this command from here and add it to your terminal. Once you run this command, it will start downloading all of these files required for the setup for Fabric. Now it has finished this downloading process as well. So Fabric is installed in our system. To make sure Fabric is installed correctly, you can run the command fabric h, which will show the helps, and here we have all of the fabric options that are available. If it does not show all of these options, it says that the fabric command is unavailable, then you will need to set the environment variable. You will need to copy these and add it to your terminal like this, and you will need to run this command. So I'll just close this terminal. You can either do it by the terminal, or you can also directly go to the root directory and edit the .jshrc or .bashrc file. I'll show you from my Finder. You need to enable the hidden files by pressing Command Shift and dot. And here you have the .jdshrc file, and here I have the environment variables set over here. Once the environment variables are set, it will start working. Now we have installed Fabric. We can configure or set up Fabric by running the command fabric -- and setup, and it will ask you the API keys for different LLM providers. You need to provide the API key for the LLM provider that you want to use. So if you don't have the API key, you can just press on return and it will skip that part. I don't have the API key for Anthropic, OpenAI, or any other thing. I'll be using Grok API because why not? It is free and it is the fastest of all of these, and the benchmark scores are on par with the models provided by other LLM providers like Anthropic and OpenAI. So if you are already using Ollama, you can also configure Fabric to use open source model using Ollama. For this, you will need to install the Ollama application from olama.com. You will need to install the application and you will need to run one of those open source model that you want to run in your system locally. I'll not show that here. I'll just show you how you can do all of this with the API key from Grok. Let me go back to the terminal, and here I also have the Ollama application over here, but I'll not go into that. You can launch it and add this Ollama URL, which is generally this URL, and copy it over here. If you don't want to copy, you can just leave it empty. Now this is what I will be using, Grok API key. I already have the Grok API key over here. Okay, I'll need to search for it. I don't think I have the Grok API key right now, but I will show you how you can get it for free. So you'll need to go to grok.com, and over here you will need to go down and click on get your free API key. This will take you to the playground, Grok playground, and here you have the API key section. You will need to create an API key from here, or you can just copy it from here. I'll just delete this key and create a new key. Copy this key, go to terminal and add it over here. Great. Now, if you are using Gemini, then you can also add the Gemini API key, but I'll just be configuring it with Grok. Great. Now it will show all the available models for the Grok API key, and it will ask you to add the default model that you want to use. I'll just select the best model, that is Llama 3.1 70B. Copy this from here and add it. Great. Now it will ask you to add the YouTube API key. This is important for doing YouTube related tasks such as getting the transcript from the YouTube video and condensing the main ideas, writing a essay based on that video, writing a micro essay based on that video. So I will show you how you can get the YouTube API key. To get the YouTube API key, you will need to go to Google Cloud Console. Search for this Google Cloud Console on Google and you will find this link. Okay, I already have a YouTube API key, but I will show you by creating a new one. I am already inside this YouTube API key project. You will need to create a new project first and name it anything. I'll just name it my project. Create a project and it will start creating project over here with the name that you assign it. Now select this project and it will appear over here. Now search for YouTube API over here on the search YouTube API. And this is the one we will be using, YouTube Data API v3 version 3. Now you'll need to enable this API. Once the YouTube Data API is enabled, you will be taken to this screen and you will need to go to credentials. Over here, you will need to create a credential, click on API key and it will start creating an API key. Copy this API key and add it to the terminal now. Great. Now it will ask you to enter the default Git repository URL for patterns. Leave empty for the default URL, that is the Fabric's URL. So I'll just leave it default and now it will download patterns and populate our directory. User Bing packs, that is my user, .config folder inside Fabric and pattern subfolder. And all of these patterns will be stored into that local directory. Great, the patterns are downloaded now. Now before I try to show you some examples, we also need to add the YouTube helper tool. This is a tool which is able to get the transcript from YouTube. Let's get down over here and hit under this helper apps section. You will see that Fabric also makes use of core helper tools to make it easier to integrate with various workflows. Simply writing YT and the URL will extract the transcript from the YouTube video. And then you can pipe that transcript into Fabric like this and it will extract that wisdom based on the pattern that you are using. So we'll need to install the YT binary as well. Go to terminal, copy this command, go install GitHub repo link. Add the command and it will start the installation process. Great. Now the YT helper tool is also installed. Let us try with this command to see if it's working or not. I'll just copy this whole command and add it over here. And it says no matches found. Okay, I think we'll need to wrap the YouTube URL inside quotes. So I'll just redo that. I'll add the YouTube URL inside quotes. Now I'll copy this. I'll go to terminal now and I will add it over here. Now it will start working. If everything is set up correctly, if we installed Fabric and the YT helper tool correctly, then all of this will be possible. So let us see what the YouTube video is about. Okay, I think I did something wrong. I just lost the whole result. Let us go to browser and search for that video. Okay, this is a video by David Burrell as well.
You can't necessarily
It is a 1 hour 24 minutes long video on becoming a free thinker. I close this and you can see all of the summary from this 1 hour long video we already have over here. And this summary is divided into different sections like facts, habits, quotes, insights, and ideas. And all of this is based on the prompt or the pattern that we used. Everything with Fabric is working correctly. Let me show you how you can start using Fabric and some of the use cases of Fabric. First, you will need to use the command fabric to see all of the options that are available. You can write --pattern or you can write -p. It is same. You can write -c or you can write --context. It will be same. And here is the description for that. --pattern means you choose a pattern, choose a context, choose a session, like that. Now, one useful option that you might want to discover is this list patterns. It will show you all the patterns that are available currently. And you can also add your own custom patterns. You can create your own custom patterns. If you go to Finder or your local drive and go inside the root folder, and you will first need to enable the option to view hidden files. These files are not visible by default. You will need to press Command Shift and dot and here you have the configuration folder. Inside here you have the fabric folder. Here you have patterns, and these are the patterns downloaded over here. You can also create your own pattern over here directly from the terminal or directly from this finder. But I will show you a better way to use fabric, that is by integrating it with Obsidian in the future video. So make sure you subscribe to the channel because that video is on the next list and it will be very helpful for you if you are already an Obsidian user. It's gonna be like the best integration of AI with Obsidian. Here are some environment variables which are the settings that we set up previously. I'll not talk about creating patterns and all of those things right now. We'll talk about that in the next video, in which we'll talk about integrating fabric with Obsidian. List patterns, and it will show you all the patterns that are currently available into that directory. All of these patterns have a specific role. Agility, story, analyze, answers, all of these have a specific prompt inside them. But the only pattern that doesn't have prompt is AI, which means it will simply give you a general response instead of being given a particular prompt. Let me show you an example. So I can just write Hiko, and you'll need to wrap the content. You'll need to wrap the content around quotes. I'll write what is LLMs. Write the pipe symbol in order to call fabric, and just write AI. I'll need to write pattern AI, and it is giving a general answer. Fabric pattern AI. Large language models are AI systems trained on vast text database. They generate human-like text based on the input and prompts. This is how you can do a general query with the AI. But if you choose any other pattern, you will get a different result based on the pattern that you are using, based on the prompt that you are using. So I'll just add it over here and add a pattern to write a micro essay. Now here we have a micro essay on LLMs. It is still not micro, it is a large essay. It is relatively a large essay because the text is all over here. So large language models or LLMs are sort of AI models that's trained on vast amount of text data. So this is the use of pattern with fabric. Now let us try something with YouTube videos. Let me go to YouTube and I'll copy a video from David Farrell and copy the link for his videos. Let's choose this video, learn copywriting tips, copy link address, go to terminal. To use the YT helper tool, you'll need to first write YT, then paste the YouTube link inside quotes, and then call fabric. Let's use the pattern to extract wisdom from this video. So there are a lot of patterns here as well. Extract ideas, extract wisdom, extract insights. Let's talk about ideas here, and it will start processing this 1 hour 15 minutes long video, and this will be processed through the Grok API. And the reason why I said you need to set up Grok API is because of the speed with which it gives response. You can see here we already have a response over here, but it is too long. Oh my god. Let me try it again, but now I'll try to stitch prompts together. You can stitch multiple prompts together. Now you can see I have the YT helper tool over here, which will get the transcript for this YouTube video. Then the transcript will be used as an input to extract the main ideas from that video. And now let us write a mini summary. To stitch prompts together, you again need to use the pipe symbol and write fabric. Again, use the same pattern, and let us use the prompt micro essay. I think we are perfect. Let's go. Let's see what we get now. I think we'll get a relatively smaller result because the micro essay will relatively be smaller than the insights or the ideas that we got previously. Let's see how long it takes. Okay, we already have it here, but still it's a little long, but it's just how it is. We have the micro essay based on that 1 hour 15 minutes long video, but it's relatively easier to consume this content. There are other patterns that you can use. These are just 2 or 3 patterns that I'm showing you. You can use these patterns to solve a specific problem that you are having, or if any of these patterns are not able to solve that problem, then you can create your own custom patterns. For example, other patterns include creating a keynote, creating a logo, creating art prompt, analyzing a patent, analyzing personality, rating AI response, rating AI result, rating content, summarizing newsletter, summarizing paper, writing essay, improving the prompt. You can write a simple prompt and you can use this pattern to improve the prompt, and it will create a better prompt out of that rough prompt. Let me go back to helper and see if there's anything that I can show you. Okay, one good way to use Fabric is the stream one. Let's try it. I'll try it with the transcript. Fabric. Okay, sorry. I'll just paste the link. I'll just go to new terminal, close this one, and paste this command that we used previously for the same YouTube video. Instead of using Fabric extract ideas, I'll use Fabric extract wisdom. ESP, which means stream the pattern. Streaming will show you the result. Streaming will show you the AI response, just like it's writing. You will see an example next. Fabric, stream, pattern, and then we'll use extract wisdom. Let's go. Error getting video details. Okay, I think we got some error. Let us try again. We'll use YouTube, and maybe it's the error over here, or we are getting the error to get the video details. Let's try with a different URL. Okay, this is like a 13 minutes long video. Let's try with it. Go to new terminal, terminate, YT. Let us just add this URL to get the YouTube transcript. I don't know why we are getting this response right now. Maybe it's because we have made too many search requests in a short amount of time. Okay, I think I got the answer. It's because I don't have internet connection right now. So that is the reason why we are not able to go through that YouTube video. I'll get back to you once I get my internet connection back. Welcome back. I have restored my internet connection, and I was talking about the streaming feature. Streaming feature allows you to see the text as it appears or as it is written on the terminal. Let me go to one of the videos, copy the link from here, write like Warren Buffett, copy link address, go to terminal and use the YT helper tool, add the link in quotes and use the pipe symbol, Fabric, stream, pattern, and we'll be using extract insights. Okay, I think this pattern is available, so it should work. Run this command. Okay, now what I mean by stream is like this. You see, as the text is written, it appears over here, but it's not as good as I wanted it to be. Let's try to write a micro summary from this YouTube video by stitching patterns together. So we have Fabric, then we'll again do Fabric, stream pattern, write micro essay. Or we can just use the tweet pattern, which is available as well. Fabric SP tweet. Let's go. And here we have Because grok is too fast, you could not see the text streamed over here. I'll try it again with another pattern, sp, and I'll write micro essay. Let's try it now. So this is streaming. Oh, okay, again it was too fast. It just wrote all of this in under 1 second because we are using the grok and it has a very fast response time. But I guess you got the idea of what streaming means. Streaming means instead of showing the result all at once, it will show the result as it is created by the language model. Just like you see in popular models like ChatGPT and Cloud, the response is not given all at once. It's given in a way that emulates writing, right? So that's what streaming means. So these are some of the ways you can use Fabric. One other feature that you might want to check out is PB paste feature, which is available by default on Mac. But if you are on other devices, I would suggest you to watch a video by, I don't know his name. Okay, I'll search for here PB paste. He is a network chalk who also has a lot of videos on Fabric. So you'll need to watch this video and set up the PB paste feature for other devices. What this PB paste feature does is it converts the clipboard content into the input for the LLM. Let's say I have this in the clipboard, so I'll not need to add it over here like this. So I'll close this one and open new terminal, and I can just write pb paste. This command will add whatever it is in my clipboard right now, and now I can use Fabric pattern and let's say create a tweet out of this, and the tweet is ready based on the input that we gave it. So this is another way you can use Fabric, by using the PB paste feature. I showed you some of the use cases of Fabric. I showed you how you can convert the YouTube video into a transcript and how you can convert that YouTube video transcript into a summary, extract ideas from it, rate the content, and you can also write essays or micro essays, create a tweet. But there are many more use cases, and each use case will depend upon the pattern you are using. Since there are these many patterns in the Fabric library, each one will have their own use case. But not only this, you can also create your own patterns, which we'll talk about in the next video. In this video, I have only talked about how to install Fabric and how you can start using it from the terminal. But the next video that I'm gonna make on Fabric is gonna be very helpful because I'll be talking about integrating Fabric with Obsidian. I already have Fabric integrated with my Obsidian Vault, so I can just show you. I can just write new note. Okay, so I'll just choose this note where these a rough draft or random thoughts that came to me, and now I can use the AI. This note is about perfectionism, so I'll write the title as perfectionism is growth, and here I can search for pattern. Let's search for improve note or improve writing, or let's create a micro essay based on this input. So I'll just choose micro essay, and it is powered by Llama 3.1. So I can click on this current note. Now this is the note created by Fabric AI. I close these ones. The truth is that perfectionism is not always possible, and even when it is, it's not always the best solution. Sometimes good enough is good enough. Sometimes it's better to take action and to see what happens, because in the end, it's not the perfection that matters, but progress. So this is a good essence of the note that I was trying to create. This is one of the many examples on how you can use Fabric or how you can integrate Fabric with Obsidian. The next video that I release will be a detailed video on how you can integrate Fabric with Obsidian. This is all for this video. I hope you found this video valuable and it adds value to your life. If you enjoyed this video, you can support me for creating more videos like this in the future via the Patreon link given in the description. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great time. See you again.